Hello everybody, we've got another unboxing today. We've done Hot Wheels, we've done Tomica Limited Vintage. Now we are going to take a look at a Matchbox basic case. And first things first, if you look at it, this is a lot different, a lot smaller than what we're used to with the Hot Wheels cases. Hot Wheels cases come in 72 counts of 72. Matchbox, up until recently, used to come in counts of 36, which was reflective, I think, of what you saw in the pegs in terms of the size of the pegs, at least in stores around here. Now it's down to 24. Is that good or is that bad? Probably a little bit of both. Obviously, demand on Matchbox isn't as high as it is for Hot Wheels. A 72 count case of Hot Wheels is full of a lot of stuff that I don't collect. Some of you might, but of a 72 count case, a lot of times I might seriously put anywhere between 2 and 5 models into my collection, or think about buying them off of the pegs. Matchbox, they produce less, so it's probably a little bit of a higher ratio, and thankfully, at least in my opinion, it is getting better, and there's more to buy. So it all depends, at least to me, on the ratio of the models. They're doing some licensed, some unlicensed, and as someone who's rooting for Matchbox and wants to see Matchbox succeed, my hope is that they put the models that I think would be more popular, they put more of them in the assortments, which makes sense, right? So we're going to go ahead and open this box. We're going to see what's in there, and figure out what we like, what we see. This case, by the way, came from Japan Booster, A&J Toys. There is a link down there, as always. Look, the fact of the matter is that Matchbox cars are a little harder to come by now these days. Some Targets, most Targets aren't carrying the basics. They're carrying 10 packs and 5 packs. I know from hearing from people in the UK and in Europe and Australia, South America, Malaysia, that these are becoming harder and harder to come by. I get that. I know that it's something that's being worked on. That takes some time. But I would say continue to let people know what you're seeing and not seeing in the stores. I'd also say get on Target's Instagram page. Tell them you want to see Matchbox. And let Matchbox continue to address distribution on their end and continue to, in my opinion, make better product so that more people will buy and stores will want to carry them. So this is a C case. Let's go ahead and open it up. 24 models. Let's check out the assortment and see what is in here. We'll go 3 by 3 like we normally do. Alright, to start. Now we're going to just look at the models. We're also going to look at the assortment. So from the first 3, you've got the Rainmaker, the Bay Brigade, the 2015 Ford F-150. This one I like. I think this is a great Matchbox. Zoom in a little bit. And I think it's right down its alley. I think for me, Matchbox represents realism. I like a truck like this because it looks like something you'd see on the streets. So that one, yes. One of the first 3, right? This one, decent. The Rainmaker, I think it looks like the model it represents. Has these pieces, these wings that that will swing out. I think that's pretty cool. This, kids might like it. I don't. Alright. Next 3. The Freightliner M2 106 Firetruck, that's in the bottom. Bmw M5 Police and the Frost Fighter. These two, yeah, I would assume that you agree with me. I hope you do. Absolutely. Love the M5 Police. Like that livery on it. The Freightliner, decent fire truck. There's some I like better, but it's good. It's realistic. It definitely has a place in the lineup as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, the plastic on it does look a little plasticky, but I think it's okay. It's good. I'll complain more about something like that. That's I think the body's metal, and maybe it's supposed to be realistic, but anytime it has these kind of track wheels, it doesn't really have wheels on it. So again, that's 2 out of 3. That ain't bad. Alright, Bottom up, 480 350 ambulance, the Rock Shocker, and the Matchbox Swisher, which is a street cleaner. I think that's realistic looking, so I'm cool with that one. Not anything I collect, but I'm fine with that model. This one I'd be much more into if it were licensed, you know, based on an actual truck. But it's okay. Not anything I'm too excited about. This one, total mixed feelings. Started out as metal, or at least the body of the actual vehicle was metal. The cab was metal. The back was plastic. It's just switched to all plastic. This is one that I would say needs to be switched back, and needs to be switched back badly, just because this is the type of model I think collectors would like to have too. And I think having a little bit of metal is always more appealing to collectors. It's definitely more appealing to me. So mixed bag with that one. Next three. From the bottom, Tesla Model S in blue, the recolor, or for 2016, the Pit King and the Road Mauler. Yes. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, at least it has 3 axles on it, but and I think, you know, one that kids might like. I can accept that as long as the ratio is good, right? Well, here, wait, let me do what I'm normally doing. There we go. There's the 3. Cadillac 1 in white, Jeep Wrangler Superlift, and the Pierce Dash Firetruck. I would say yes to all of these. I think this one has always been a collector favorite. You look at the Freightliner, this is, I think, even better. This has always been one that people have liked. Superlift, same thing. I think it looks good. I don't think there's anything crazy about that design. Maybe the red base, but I still think it looks okay. And these are all licensed, and of course the Cadillac one. Considering how long it is, I like this one. Front and rear tampos. I would say that white looks a little off, but it's okay. Oh, sorry, I'm not doing my job. 2 Zambonis and a power lift. Fine with that. I think it's a good Matchbox model. It looks realistic colors. And the Zamboni, I know there's been some people complaining about too much plastic. I get that too. I think the base probably should have been metal as well, and then this box part can be plastic. But it's okay. This part, the only metal is this. Well, the metal goes across the middle, I think, inside, but as the seat and the steering wheel, that kind of back part is the whole metal content. But it is licensed. I think that's good. So that's okay. Express delivery, ground grabber, and the quick sander. Express delivery used to be metal with that kind of sunroof in the top. Not as big a fan of it as plastic, but it's a realistic, so that's what it has going for it. The fact that it's plastic is what it doesn't have going for it. This, that's decent. This isn't the one, I don't know, this one's okay. Because it does rotate. I think it's got some moving parts. That's good. Not a model I like, but who cares? No, I think people will. And then this, of course, is the Michael Hiralda designed quick sander based on off-road vehicle. Pretty good. And last but not least, in a 24 count case, the garbage gulper and 2 of the wing chiller. Well, you probably know my opinions on it. The garbage gulper is fine. The wing chiller, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I mean, it's a Arctic vehicle, but this definitely, I don't know. I mean, it's fine. It's fine to have 1 or 2 of these in the lineup, so I'm not going to complain about that. Of all the new models, this is one. That's okay. The one thing I will complain about, though, is that there are 2 of those. There are, if I can dig these up, 2 of the Zamboni, which is fine because they're new models, and That's it. So those are the only models, the Zamboni and the Wing Chiller, that come 2 per case, whereas 1 per case, but that's our, that's been, and they'll be in multiple batches, obviously. This one's the real bummer, 1 per case. And then, of course, if I can find it here. One per case. And lastly, one of the popular models from last year, the Tesla, 1 per case. So my feeling is, we'll go ahead and, yeah, you'll put it on. This should be at least 2. The BMW should be at least 2. If there are only going to be 2 models with 2, make it those 2 that are going to have 2 count in the case, so that when one 24 count case gets up, those Teslas will move, the BMW will move, the limo definitely will move if you want to make that a twofer, and then the counts go quicker. Then more is ordered. Maybe instead of 1 case, the store will order 2 cases, and then they'll see it more popular. So that would be my one suggestion. I think the assortment is decent in terms of the type of vehicles. I think they're moving more towards realism, less cartoony. But I would also say, let's make these cars, let's put more of the real cars in the assortment. That's my opinion, of course. That's my 2 cents. But there's a 24 count case. We'll continue to open them when they come out, the D cases and such. But for now, that's what to look for. Or buy the case at A&J Toys. Talk to you later.